It's amazing how one dude can steal $65 billion. You know, most people that try to swipe a candy bar, a piece of jewelry over a Target or something, or a CD or a DVD, and they get I mean, if they catch you, they stick you in the office there, and you got no rights. You know, all your rights are taken away there by the store guards. At least when I was working in department stores, every now and then, you know, dapper-looking gentleman or a lady with a kid would get snagged, stealing a gold chain or something and dragged into the security office. And I was working in the classical record department usually in those days. I guess those were the early 70s, 70, 71 when I had a job. And man, these people used to get the third degree and they'd always be innocent. It fell into my purse. It got stuck in my hand. My daughter picked it up by accident. I didn't know it was there. I was going to pay for it, but I forgot about it. And they would be screaming and crying and please don't arrest me. And the police would come. There's nothing worse than getting, at least in those days, I don't know if political correctness or the Constitution's been invoked by department store security or anything like that. I mean, I had my own run-ins. I remember when I was a kid in high school, I tried to swipe T-Rex and some really terrible band. Maybe it was T-Rex, Santana, some terrible band, and some other piece of junk. I had 4 albums in my hand, and I almost wandered out of, what was it, Macy's on Flatbush Avenue, but the security guard stopped me before I left the store and said, you gotta pay for this shit, you schmuck. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was thinking about, Barbara Ornstein or something, you know. But fortunately, I had about 50, $60 in my pocket, so I was able to whip out the cash. I vowed never, 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 would I ever stoop so low, but imagine a dude stealing 65, or even a girl, 65 billion. And then, you know, after being caught luxuriating in their crib, for months, and then going, copping, guilty plea to save his family's ass, nobody knew about it but him. I mean, this shit is, it's beyond fiction, I hate to, use a cliche, but, you can't write this shit up. Nobody could. One man Ponzi scheme. 5,000 investors, the smartest beaks on the planet, shoveling all their hard-earned dough at, Mr. 10% guarantee. You know, and some dude, is doing 3 years for stealing a Little Caesar's pizza, in a big house or up there in the tombs in New York, somebody swiped a double bubble gum, or a couple of packs of baseball cards or some shit. I don't know, man. Money talks, man. And, the poverty stricken. They go before the judge, man. You know, they got to pay fines. You know, a guy with a net worth of $111 gets fined, $7,000 or some shit, for, stealing a bag of potato chips and a Coke at the 7-Eleven, But, what can I say? Dude steals 65 billion. I don't know what he did with it. He had about 4 or 5 cribs. I mean, for that kind of money, you could buy like 12 Van Goghs. Put one in the toilet, one in the freezer, one on the refrigerator, one under the calendar, one over your bed, one next to the TV set. You could throw in a couple of Rembrandts, 5 Picassos, 10 Andy Warhols, and, 25 Roy Lichtensteins, and whoever. It's ridiculous. But people got money. I mean, look at Walter Annenberg, He left $1 billion worth of art to the Metropolitan Museum in New York, I suppose. So there you have, the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's truly the most amazing story, but it's quite representative of the years 2000 and 2008, where dudes with the suits ran amok.